So what do you got, man? McMahon, do you have a social media presence? That's so disgusting, McMahon. I'm going to do a live stream with, I think his name's Chris, over at the Watch Lounge on Sunday, and he's going to talk to me about my my watch obsession and my channel. And I feel kind of dumb, honestly. Who am I to talk about my channel like I'm some grand entity? I'm really not. I'm really not a grand entity. I think my social media presence is probably based on three things. Watch obsessions, number one. Number two, general obsessions, because I have an obsessive personality. And number three, my general trials and tribulations. And if I had to find a through line between those three categories, I think it's storytelling. I think I'm a storyteller and an essay writer in a video format. Storytelling is primitive. We've been doing it since the caveman days. We sit around the fire, and there's lots of reasons why we're drawn to stories. One of my theories is that as human beings, 99% of our life, we're just inundated with BS. People are always yakking, BS, BS, BS. And storytelling around the campfire, whether it be about watch obsessions or whatever it may be, it's the real intel. It's the real stuff we want to hear to live our life the way we should. We want to take a vacation from the BS and go to the real stuff. So when I talk to Chris from the Watch Lounge about my channel, I'll probably give him some do's and don'ts about how I approach my channel. I don't even know how seriously I can take myself when I say that, but I do want to give you some do's and don'ts. Here's a don't. I don't think my channel can be dedicated to giving you guys nuts and bolts spec watch reviews, because there's already people doing that, and I don't want to be redundant. I don't want to. What am I going to do? I'm not going to compete in that space. And I mean, I love going to Random Rob's channel and Bruce Williams' channel, and there's some other ones too. I love going there, and they do a good job of that. I'm not even going to compete with them. I can't compete with them. Would I do that if I could? Maybe, but here's what, it's not going to happen. I would love Japanese domestic market watches to be sent to me for Seiko and Citizen, all that new stuff. You know, then I could just pick the cream of the crop for me and not have to buy and sell through trial and error. But I don't see that happening, so that's probably not going to happen. I don't want to make videos just to hear my voice, just to convince myself that I'm relevant. Because honestly, we're not really relevant in this world in terms of that narcissistic attention-getting type of phony relevance. I think we're relevant in this world if we're helping people, if we have content that is helpful. I mean, I think, you know, the community of watch people that I know are really smart, and you guys know when someone's BSing you, and I think you're turned off when you go on a channel and the person's involved in all this self-aggrandizement. But you are probably watching channels, as I do, that have helpful content. Personally, I look at watch channels that deal with watches, nutrition, kettlebell training. I'll watch a car review, computer tech, laptop reviews, things like that. So, in my heart of hearts, I'm a storyteller. And I want to let you guys know, as I was writing this down, I kept looking at my Citizen ProMaster Land with the orange accents, and I was admiring it, and I was asking myself, why are you doing that, man? Why are you one of those guys who looks at your watch? And this question came up to me last night. I read to my daughters every night. It's a ritual. My daughter, I have twin daughters. They're 10 and a half years old. And Julia said to me last night, "Hey, Dad, why are you so into watches? I don't get it." And I didn't really have a good answer for her, honestly. I just said, well, I like the way it looks. I like to tell the time. And she says, "Dad, you You tell the time on your phone, on your computer, on all these voice-activated machines throughout the house. We have time all over the place. You don't. This is lame, man. You're spending good money on watches. Excuse me. And I couldn't give her a good answer. And so as I was preparing this video, I have two theories as to why we get into watch obsessions, and I'm going to give them to you. You may disagree with me. That's fine. That's fine. So let me give you theory number one. Theory number one, I call it superhero transformation theory. Theory number one. When I was a little kid, I used to love going to the playground at the Royal Lanai Apartments in San Jose, dressed up as Superman or Batman. I'd get the cape, I'd have the mask on, and I was dressed up. My very favorite superhero was the Incredible Hulk. He would go through this metamorphosis from Bruce Banner to the Green Monster. When I grew older, I knew intellectual nerd dudes who were obsessed with Star Wars, the lightsaber. And they would buy all the Star Wars toys and put them in their office. I mean, these are English professors and stuff. And I think a watch is kind of like a lightsaber or a Batman costume or an Incredible Hulk costume. I think we're just little boys. We're playing at the playground when we were 7 years old, dressed up in our superhero outfits. I think a watch is a superhero outfit for just the regular guy. We're kind of like the narrator in Deacon Blues, trying to find that other world that makes us feel good about ourselves. So that's theory number one, and I really do believe that. I believe that our Holy Grail watch will be our lightsaber. It will help us go from this little boy to a Jedi, or from David Bruce Banner to the Incredible Hulk. I really believe that. That's theory number one. Theory number two. This is called distraction theory. Distraction theory. Distraction theory, how can I explain that? We create problems for ourselves so we don't have to deal with our real problems. And what are our real problems? Well, our real problems are fear of the unknown, stress, loneliness, fear of our own mortality, being a misfit and having no sense of belonging, feeling like we squandered our life, feeling like we have no meaning or purpose. And so we create these false dramas to distract ourselves from our actual problems. Now, it's fascinating because I have a lot of communication with fellow watch obsessives, and the amount of energy that a watch obsessive puts into researching watches, talking about watches with other people, and then charting out this course for the ultimate collection. There's so much emotion and energy involved in this process, this obsession, that you would think it was a matter of life and death, which of course it's not, but it's intense. I mean, you've all seen the guy on Watch You Seek or some other watch chat situation going, "Guys, help me guys, I'm on the fence, I'm so torn between the new Seiko SBDC 125 in all stainless steel versus the SBDC 2127 with a blue dial. I don't know which one to get. Oh, help me guys." As if the choice was a matter of life or death. What a distraction. So those are my two theories. What do you think, man? Are my theories somewhere close to what's going on? Am I ashamed that I couldn't tell my daughter about my obsession with watches? I don't know why I was staring at this watch as I was writing this down. So give me your theories on why we're in the matrix, man. We're in the watch matrix. All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm out.